The coolest vehicle McFarlane Toys has released to date? Possibly. Let's find out in this review. Hey DC collectors, welcome back to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Returns, the Duck with the Penguin. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Now, on with the review. If you're new to the channel, last episode we reviewed the Batman Returns Penguin action figure. I love this guy, so I'm probably gonna love this guy. Checking out the packaging, you can see it has a nice window into the package, so you can see the vehicle and the penguin and the card in the very back, and the display base for the penguin figure. Side of the box is pretty much just logos and titles. Back of the box gives you a look at a drawing of the penguin sitting in his Duckmobile, or whatever you want to call it, as well as a picture of the penguin saying, "Whee!" driving his duck. Here's a look at the bottom of the box, and you can look at the UPC in case you want to find him. Now, this guy is available exclusively at GameStop, so you won't find him anywhere else if you didn't pre-order him, which I believe he is still available to pre-order if you want. You can go in-store and find this guy for $99.99. With a look at the packaging out of the way, it is time to open this guy and play. Here is the penguin and the Duckmobile, as I like to call it, out of the package. We'll start off by taking a look at the accessories that he comes with. First off is a look at the card, and this is basically just the artwork from the back of the box. This is not even the toy itself. This is art of the toy. Sort of not what I really want, but I'm not really in it for the cards, so it'll have to do. Back of the card just shows you a theatrical poster for Batman Returns. You also get a DC Multiverse base that features the new DC Studios logo, or the DC logo, excuse me. This is for the penguin to stand on if you're not going to have him riding in the Duckmobile. So first off, let's take a look at the penguin figure. This is pretty much the same head that you get with this guy right here, so nothing really new. It looks like if you take the coat off of this, it's pretty much the same arms that's on the regular edition. Now, here's where the differences come in. Everything else is new on this guy. The legs, this part, all of this is brand new. Even the hands are the same. And as somebody noted on my last video in the comments, this is not a flipper hand, which is kind of crazy. Well, no, I take that back. If you look at it, it is a flipper hand. The guy was saying in the video it wasn't, but if you come around here, it's hard to see right here. Look at the way this comes up. There's no separation of the actual fingers. But if you come right here, there is separation between that first finger and the rest of them, even though you see some bone right there, which I think you could see in the movie as well. So yeah, nice going with the hands there. So they are indeed flippers. Just this is, since he's got the crunch kind of going here, that's why you can see some of the bone of the fingers inside the flipper. As far as articulation goes, if you're into that, he pretty much has the same articulation as the other guy. T-pose, pretty good. 360 bicep swivel, double jointed elbow so he can dig in his ear. Wrists that go up and down all around. Head rotates all the way up round. Kind of tight. It will only do a 360. You're not going to get, with this one especially, you're not getting much movement at all other than the 360 spin. He does do a 360 at the waist. It's a pretty nice splitsies. Not so good there. That's as far as his knee will bend backwards, which, you know, he's kind of a short, chubby, hunchback kind of a character. So his legs should be short and kind of stocky, I would think. But he does have 360 spin on the knee. Now he has all the rest of the normal McFarlane ankle joints, and he does have toe articulation, which who can bend their toes back that far? Let's get him out of the way, move him over here, and let's look at this awesome. Woo! Oh, it actually rolls. Awesome. Look at that. Barely touching it and it moves. Woo! If you can see, there is this grungy looking black. I don't think they gave it time to dry, honestly, because it's very sticky. This black it's not really a dry brush. It's more of a wet brush that they went over it with to give it a dingy look to it. And you can see like on the front right here where mine, look at that. That's nasty. That's nasty. It's still actually tacky and wet where it's coming off. Look, it just came off on my finger. Look at the black stuff that's just coming off. Like I'm actually, look at that. Look how wet my finger is. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. I don't, I don't like that. That's one of those things you're gonna have to don't play with it too much because it's just gonna come off on your fingers if you fiddle fart with it too much. Not cool. I noticed it's kind of wet in certain areas. It's almost like they didn't let it dry before completely, or maybe they were supposed to spray something on it to make it dry. Yeah, I don't know enough about the paint process, but even look at the bill. Look at his bill right there. It's try not to grab it too much. Right there, there's a spot that just looks horrible, especially right here. Uh, that's very disappointing. Like I said, this guy's 99.99, and when you get it, you get the. And I'm not the first one to complain. I'm not the first one to complain. So if you are, here's a shameless plug. If you go to Facebook and you're a member of the McFarlane DC Multiverse Facebook group, which I run, I've seen a couple of people complain about this today, that they just got theirs, tacky feeling, the blacks paint job here, or supposedly dry brush or whatever it is to get those streaks in it, that grunge look to it is very, it comes off on your fingers, and this is exactly what's happening to mine. I was hoping it would be like, oh, you just got a bad one, but no, this is happening to mine too, which makes me think this might be an actual problem, and I don't want to send it back, but I probably won't send it back. To be honest, I probably won't. But still, it's very disappointing to know that you have a product that you pull out of the package and it's just that, where the crap's coming off on your hand. You have two sets of seats. You've got the back seat, the front seat. It's even got a little steering wheel and a little gear shift, which is that's pretty nice. I when when he first showed this on or previewed this, I didn't think it would have a steering wheel or a gear shift. I just thought it was going to be this. And the sad thing is, man, this is hefty. This is a pretty hefty piece of plastic. The wheels roll really well. If it wasn't for the paint job, this thing would be super nice. And it is super nice. It's just the paint job on this guy is just horrible because, like I said, that this grunge look that they did to it is coming off on my fingers. Look at the back of him, the duck's butt. Now, how well does he sit in this thing, and can he drive the thing? Let's see. Of course, you're not going to get a true bend out of his legs to make him sit, because just this material on Penguin is that vinyl garbage that I really hope Mattel doesn't use in their multiverse line. So he really can't sit all that well. His hand, there we go. I'm gonna turn it. It can hover over the gear shift, and I guess you could put his hand on the steering wheel. You could probably make that work if you wanted to. So he just kind of is in there. He's not really sitting. If you look at him, he's not sitting. And I guess my table's not all that level because he just keeps rolling. Penguin brothers are in the Penguin Mobile. Do the doors rotate? Do they come up? No, they don't. This is, ugh. Doors do not move. Oh man, I'm rubbing more and more crap off of my hands while I'm reviewing this. But the doors do not move. That's they could have put just one hinge right here and let the door slide, the wing slide up so he could get off. But I guess 99.99. You're asking a little too much there. Here's a look at the Penguin along with the Batmobile. This is the '89 Batmobile. I don't think there's much difference between the '89 Batmobile and the Batman Returns vehicle. You can see they actually look pretty good together. I actually love this look. I didn't pre-order the Batman Returns Batman, and now I'm wishing I did. I do have the Batman 89 figure that comes with this Batmobile, but costume's a little different, so I hate to put him with the Penguin figure, because in my head canon, that would just break everything and the world might burst into flames. I'll probably put him up there somewhere. That's where the Batmobile was. You can see the Batman figure standing beside it. So that's probably where he'll end up. All right, folks, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this vehicle figure combo. Do you think it's worth the $99.99? Do you have this one? Did you pre-order it? Let me know in the comment section below. Check out DCCollectors.com each and every day for the latest DC Comics, action figure news, reviews, and commentary. You can check me out on social media at DC Collectors on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, Blue Sky. Also, remember, DC Collectors, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button. Please comment. I sure would appreciate it. It really helps the channel grow. And remember, everybody, as always, God bless.